This is an NYY Sports Talk podcast, presented to you by Baseballism, a premium lifestyle apparel brand inspired by America's pastime. Baseballism is America's brand.
Now batting for the New York Yankees, the shortstop, number 2.
Welcome back. This is episode 108 of the NYYST podcast, presented to you by Baseballism.com. I'm your host, Christian. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Chris.
You.
And Stat Guy Rye.
What up?
The Yankees are trash. The season is over. And thank you for listening to episode 108 of the NYYST podcast. Stat Guy Rye.
Please leave us
Go
a
Yanks.
rating and review, I guess, if you want. And make sure it's 5 stars, because if it's not, I'm going to fucking flip the fuck out because I am so angry right now.
No, well, yeah. What do you?
No, I'm angry.
No, what do you got to be angry about? The season's over. I mean,
It's not
it
fucking
lasted
over. Let's
to-
not be ridiculous,
No,
right?
I'm going to be
Let's
ridiculous.
not, look,
no,
this is
no,
for everyone.
Everybody else gets to be ridiculous, so why can't I be ridiculous?
No. Let's tell everyone how you react when I get angry and emotional. You take it over the top because you don't want to face reality. With me.
I don't want to face reality. What's the reality right now?
The reality
they
is
struggled to beat the Orioles. They lost the opening series to a team that's basically trotting out a minor league ball
trotting out a
club.
fucking minor league ball club. I'd rather go watch a minor league team than this team. That's how bad they are. Okay? I'm not angry because I think the season's over. I'm not angry because I don't think they're capable of making the playoffs and winning this division just because of 3 fucking games. What I'm angry about is the fact that we discussed this on this show. We were passionate about it. We were adamant about it. This team cannot afford to get off to a slow start this year. Doesn't matter the injury or anything, because why? Because of this schedule. Now you're telling me that they can't even beat the goddamn Orioles in the first 3 games of this season? They beat them once? That's not acceptable.
All right, so if they go on a 9 out of 10 run now,
Bro.
So now
Understood.
Understood.
I'm not being irrational. I'm not an irrational person anymore. Not when it comes to this. It's not the end of the world.
Oh, but it is, because I've been on social media the past 2 days. It is the end of the
fuck
world.
Social media. Let's talk about this for a quick second. What did we say? There's no excuse. And what is this team doing?
The same shit that they did last year.
Right. And what did we say a few episodes ago? Do you want me to play it back?
No, because I was here. I remember what you said.
So why is it now okay?
It's not okay.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be the guy that, even though we here on this show said this team had to get off hot, had to win series, had to go out of the first
14-7.
14-7 out of something like that, which is still obviously in play, even though they're 1-2 right now.
They should be 3-0.
Whatever, they're not. But does that change the fact that now all of a sudden this team is garbage? All of a sudden now this team's not going to win anything? They're going to win 74 games this year? The season's over? Does that now change? Do we not have high expectations for the season anymore? Answer that. Or do we not have high? Is that it now? Are we just? This is just like a whatever happens season because they lost 2 or 3 to the Orioles? Or we still expect this team to win a fucking World Series this year?
Of course I still expect them to.
So what are we really talking about now? Yeah, it sucks. It especially being there yesterday. You wait 6 friggin' months. You wait through this long, drawn-out winter to get back to Yankee Stadium, watch baseball, and then what happens? And then they lay a friggin' egg against the Orioles. Yeah, but and then all of a sudden now people want us, they're overrated, they're not any good, blah, blah,
fuck
blah.
that. I mean, look, I'm not sitting here saying any of that, but we got to take this step by step, right? We have to take this series, even though it's the first series of the year, we still have to take it and dissect it.
It sucks.
Like it's the middle of the summer.
Yeah, but it's not the middle of the summer, though, because if this was in the middle of the summer, then you'd have a backdrop to go against.
Matter because of what we said before any games were ever played.
That
there is no excuse for this team this year. So we have to take this series as if it's a series in the middle of the season. This is unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. I don't agree. I'm not happy at all if they lost this series. But if this happened in June and the Yankees had just come off like a stretch where they won like 29 out of 32 games and dropped the series, you wouldn't even care. Honestly, you wouldn't care.
Right.
But because it's the first series of the season, now you got to make
It's not even about that.
No, but that's what
it's about the Orioles.
It doesn't. If they lost this series, if they lost the same exact series to this Orioles team that might have 9 wins come the middle of June, the Yankees were coming off this steaming hot stretch, it wouldn't really bother you.
I'm not going to say that you're wrong. It would depend on what the Red Sox were doing. It would.
All right.
Are we 10 games in first place? Because I don't give a shit.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
In the middle of June, I don't expect either team to be running away with anything.
My point is, if we're going to sit here and say that there's no excuse to start the season this way.
Did I say there was an excuse to start the season this way?
No, but it's a big deal.
It's not to me, it's not.
It's not a big deal when you're talking about the end result. It's a big deal when you are taking this piece by piece and trying to see and calculate how this team is going to win the AL East. And they're not going to do it. I don't care if it's the fucking first series of the year. I don't care if it's the 20th series of the year. They're not going to do it by losing 2 out of 3 games to the Baltimore Orioles at home, nonetheless.
Yeah.
After getting, outside of today, really good pitching. Mm-hmm. Really good starting pitching.
And, you take it piece by piece, too. This is only 2% of the entire season, but it's 16% of your entire season against Baltimore.
Yeah, well,
you don't have a lot of games, and you got to win these ones against Baltimore.
All right, so they have 16 games against the Orioles left.
Mm-hmm.
What if? There's no reason that they can't win every other series they play against them.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I'm just taking the series for what it is. There hasn't been any other series.
Exactly.
This
is why this is more bigger than it really is in the grand scheme of things.
Absolutely,
because it's the first series of the year.
But we don't know the future. We don't know that this series doesn't fuck their entire season.
So tell me that they're done. Tell me that they're done.
Of course not.
Tell me that they're done. If you're
Why can't
willing
you
to
listen
say,
to me?
I am listening.
I did not say anything. What I said was you don't know the future. Do the Yankees lose the division by 1 or 2 games? Do you know?
No.
Do you know? I do not.
Neither do I.
So what I'm going to do, instead of saying this isn't a big deal because they can still win the rest, I'm going to sit here and say I don't know what they're going to do, but I know what they did out of these 3 games, and they fucking sucked. That's what they did.
Okay, they did. What else do you want to say? They were terrible.
I do like what Boone said, though.
What did he say?
In the post game? Someone asked him, is this a difficult series to lose because this Orioles team is projected? She tried to be really nice. She was like, because this Orioles team is projected to not be that good, or whatever the hell she said. And he was like, no, it was someone else. Oh. And Boone's response was, no, I'm not. I don't do projections. We don't know what this team is going to be. This team could win 100 games. Will that ever happen? No. Could it? Yeah. You don't know what the Orioles are. I like that answer. I do. Because you're not worrying about the Orioles at that point. You're worrying about your own team. And what did this team do over the last 2 games? Even the first game they won. What did they do? They left way too many guys on base.
Yeah, well, that's what they did last year.
And it just doesn't concern me that much because it's early. My issue is just that they still should win these games. You still shouldn't lose to the Baltimore Orioles at home to start the season.
Was this the guy pitching?
Yeah. I hate his guts.
John Means.
I hate looking at his face.
He kept throwing that changeup over and over again. 82
I looked at my entire family, and I told them I would hand them each $100 on Giancarlo Stanton's at bat, his final one.
A 3-pitch,
if he threw anything for a strike but a changeup. First pitch was a high fastball up at his eyes. The next 5 pitches, 81-mile-per-hour changeups. How are you fooled? This was his second time facing this guy. The first time he saw all changeups. How are you still fooled?
He walked the second time he faced him.
No, he struck out.
No, he struck out the first time he faced him.
No, he struck out the second time.
Didn't he walk? It was a high fastball, right?
No, I believe. Didn't he face this guy twice?
Yes, he struck out the second time. I don't know what he did the first time.
No, he walked. How many times did he get the box score up here today?
I'm telling you right now, he struck out because I flipped out. I screamed. I almost got thrown out of my house. Twice.
You got to go to all. You got all plays there? Who's pitch? Yeah. No. All right. The point is, and we'll get back to the main point here, is that this team is going to win
104 games this year.
42 games this year. I don't see a
The
way the
Orioles?
Yankees win more than 42 games this year.
Yeah, okay.
He walked.
Who walked?
Giancarlo in the 8th.
Yeah, that wasn't the at-bat
That
I'm
wasn't
talking about.
Givens.
That was Givens.
That was Givens.
Okay. Pull it up on the phone. Anyway, my biggest takeaway
That swing in there.
from this game, the team just went up with absolutely no approach again. And I almost flipped out on Sanchez on the at-bat. He hit that bomb because it was 3-1, right? And at that point, you're only swinging if you are thinking of a pitch in your mind. You ever play MVP baseball? I need you guys to focus on me for a second.
Yeah.
You ever play MVP?
Yes.
Or even the show, I think, where you can guess the pitch and where it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then that's when the whole fucking screen blows up and you better hit a home run.
Yeah.
That's what Sanchez has to be doing on a 3-1 count. That's what the Yankees have to do on a 3-1 count or a 3-0 count if you're going to get the green light. It better be the pitch that you are guessing in the spot that you want it to be or that you are projecting it to be. And if it's not, then you don't swing,
I
even
got
if
it right
it's a
here.
strike.
Bottom of the fourth is when they brought John Means in. And that's when Stan struck out.
Right,
okay?
and then he struck out the second time also.
And then his second at bat against John, he did strike out twice. Okay, I stand.
He
corrected.
almost walked.
walks, though.
He almost walked. It was actually a good at bat.
I didn't. I stand corrected. All right. I didn't know he struck out twice. That first at bat though was a terrible at bat for him because he struck out on 3
They
pitches.
were all terrible at bats.
No, because
they knew what was
3
coming.
straight changeups, right?
Yeah, but he at least put a representative at bat in the second time.
The first one was really bad.
The first one was really bad, and that was the one that aggravated you.
Anyway, back to my point though. When it's 3-0 or 3-1, these guys are looking for a certain pitch. It's like the Yankees don't do that. Gary Sanchez went up there swinging at a shit pitch on 3-1 where he was ahead of it, and he should have clobbered it because he should have only been swinging if he thought a changeup was coming. And then the next pitch on a 3-2, the guy went back to a fastball for whatever reason, and Sanchez was looking high fastball down the plate. And he got it, and he clobbered it. So I kept my mouth shut. But if he struck out, I would have flipped. Because these guys just don't have an approach.
Well, you know what? This is pretty much if you were going to write a script for the Yankees to get off to the worst possible start, this is it. Because you have to think about it like this, right? Yankees, what are all the narratives that we're going to go through here? Yankees don't beat bad teams right now.
Yankees don't beat bad teams.
Okay, here. So number one, boom. Now we lost 2 out of 3 to
They
the Orioles.
suck to start the season.
No. All right. So then what's the other one? Gary Sanchez. Oh, Gary Sanchez is terrible.
Threw the ball away 45 times.
He's got 2 errors already.
Right.
He's looked outside of the home run. He's really looked lost at the plate. Okay, so there's another one.
There's another.
Okay. Oh, we didn't get Manny Machado. What has Miguel Andujar done so far this season?
Error after
not
error.
really. I mean, he hasn't played terribly in the infield, but he's not hitting.
You can tell that Miguel Andujar is much more confident at third base.
Yeah, and he's not showing it at the plate though.
Well, what did I say? Let's go back a couple episodes. Don't be surprised if Miguel Andujar has put so much time and effort into his defensive play that his offense struggles.
Yeah, I would believe that if he struggled in spring training, which he didn't do.
What does spring training mean for anything?
For a guy like him, it means a lot. He's going into his second season in the big leagues.
Spring training doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, okay.
It really doesn't. Because look at this team. They look like a bunch of tight assholes compared to what they did in the spring.
There's some guys that right now are pressing, and Miguel Andujar is one of them. He's pressing at the plate. Yesterday, the final at bat of the game, he was so anxious up there. And he's just got to learn to relax. I know that's one of the things that made him so great last year was his aggressiveness at the plate. But he's got to learn to relax up there. In his mind, he's got to be saying to himself, the Yankees chose me over Manny Machado. Instead of trying to live up to being something that he's not. He needs to just be Miguel Andujar and be the guy that he was last year. And I'm not saying that he won't eventually turn into that.
He'll mature.
But right now, he's pressing. He's trying to do too much up there, trying to prove something to everybody.
He is. He's trying too hard to get that big hit. And it's not going to come that way. It's not. They all do it, though. They all do it.
And you know what? I hate to do it, but let's put Aaron Judge's ass on the fire here right now.
Yeah.
You can't come out yesterday after the game and basically say today was a must-win, that your backs are against the wall. And I know he had a 2-run single today, so, I mean, it's not like he didn't do anything. But you can't come into today's game and then strike out 4 times.
No, can't happen.
You can't do it. Look, we all love Aaron Judge here, right? He's the face of the Yankees. He's the leader, right? But that's the thing. You're the leader of this team now. This is your team. No one put a C on your chest, but you're the captain. You're the leader. You're the face of the team. You're the one everybody wants the big quote from. You gave him the big quote. You said, Bob, this is from a tweet from Brian Hoke. The Yankees need to play like their backs are against the wall. This was after their loss yesterday. And we're recording Sunday night after the
most recent shitty loss.
So this is speaking about Saturday. Last year there were so many missed opportunities in games we should have won. We didn't come through, get with the big hit, a costly error. Every single game is important. Yeah, you know what? That's great, and I'm glad that he said that. But guess what? Then your pitcher goes out there and gives up a 3-spot in the first inning, and then you're the guy. You're the guy, Aaron. You're the one we're all looking for a big game there. You can't strike out 4 times. I'm sorry. You can't do it. And I don't want to take a shot at Aaron Judge because even though he hasn't really done that much in the first 3 games, I still expect him to have a monster friggin' year. I think we all still expect him to have a monster friggin' year. But you got to have a monster game today. You can't hit a 2-run single there. You need to put that ball in the seats. You can't strike out 4 times. You got to at least make some contact, hit the ball hard somewhere.
Another Aaron that really just royally pissed me off today is Aaron Boone. I love this guy. I'm not kidding. I fucking love Aaron Boone. My Booner for Boone is in full force for the 2019 season. I just want to get that out and out of the way, okay? However, there was one thing that I said he needed to change in 2019, and right away, it's back to the same bullshit. When this team is down by a run or 2 late in a game, he manages it completely different. It kills me. Why are we going to Tarpley there? Why? And then he gets you an out, no? He got you an out?
Yeah.
Go to someone else.
He's not going to go to somebody else because there's a...
Why are we... It's like a fucking game of Russian roulette at that point.
There's lefty split with a righty in the middle, so he's not going to let him pitch to the righty and then take him out when there's another lefty coming up. If Stephen Tarpley
should not be pitching in a 1-run game.
Okay,
End
but
of
if
story.
he's already in
End
there,
of story.
if he's already in there, he's not going to take him out when there's a lefty coming up.
Shouldn't have been in.
If Stephen Tarpley can't face lefties, he shouldn't be on the team. Period.
He shouldn't be. Period. Shouldn't be. And he certainly shouldn't be pitching when it's a 1-run game.
Yeah, that was a Wall Street
I just
home
don't
run.
fucking understand it. Wasn't Britain warming up? Right?
I don't know. I didn't.
He
I
was
didn't see
warming
if
up.
He was.
He was warming up.
So what are we doing?
I'm not putting that on Tarpley though. That's more of Boone.
I'm putting it on Boone.
Yeah, that's a Booner.
Listen, I texted this to you guys. When it's a 1-run game, whether they're losing or winning, it should be managed as if they're winning. Unless these guys are overworked
like that.
All right,
yeah, and they weren't overworked.
Let me play devil's advocate here, right?
Okay.
He's not using Adam Ottavino today.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
He's used them in both games, right?
Which he shouldn't use.
All right, so he's not using Adam Ottavino today, so it's one bullet gone, right? So now you have Chapman and Britton. We know he's not using his setup guy and his closer when he's losing. We know that. He's not going to change that. Now, you want him to use better relievers when they're down, right? That's your problem. You want him to use better relievers when they're losing, right?
He just goes to.
No, just answer the question.
Yes.
Yes, you want him to use better. This is the effect of not having Dellin Betances.
Yes.
Because if Dellin Betances is here, then you probably get Zach Britton instead of Stephen Tarpley. Because, look.
Do you, though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to say yes.
Okay,
would say
because
yes.
you know what? If
I
you're
would say
confident
yes.
in that, then I'm okay with it.
Because I'm
Okay.
going to tell you, I believe he's not going to change this. He's not using his setup guy and his closer when they're losing. I think everybody else is on
That's
the
fair.
table. So if Betances
Okay.
is here, that pushes Britton back a
Okay.
notch. So Britton probably pitches in this game.
Okay.
If Dellin Betances
And
is
I
here.
100%, unless it's a huge game and the division's on the line or it's late in the year, I am 100% on board with only using your setup man and closer during tie games or save situations late in the game. Fine.
Because they were down by 1, if I'm not mistaken, while they were still batting.
Yes.
When Britton was warming up.
Yes.
So he had him ready to go in case they tied
Got
or took
it.
the lead there.
So you're telling me you are confident that if Betances is here and healthy, Britton comes into this game.
I would say 98%.
Then I will
confident.
take back everything I just said about Boone. I will clear the slate and say he still can show me that he has changed and evolved
And
in
I
that
think
way.
also this had an effect because Adam Ottavino wasn't going to pitch today. If Ottavino was here, maybe you see him instead of Stephen Tarpley.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I know this is what people have to understand. Everybody wants to just jump on one game, one series. You have to understand, Aaron Boone is not being paid to manage Game 3 of the season like Game 3 of the World Series. He can't be
Right.
burning
And
his
I'm not
bullpen.
asking him to do
no,
that.
I'm not saying that, but this is the reaction you get. He cannot burn his bullpen out in the third game of the season. People were pissed off yesterday that he didn't go to Ottavino for multiple innings. What do you want the guy to do? What the hell is Chad Green doing on this game if you can't rely on him to get 3 outs?
he's got to be better. And again, those little things, like taking those little things, you got to give those things time. But at the end of the day, let me ask you a question. For the most part, for most teams that the Yankees are going to face, let's put aside the elite teams like the Astros and the Red Sox. And let's not even talk about how miserable the Orioles are going to be. Let's just say on any day, average day, against any average team in this league, how many runs would you say it should take for the Yankees to score to win a game? Just an average number.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
Right.
5.
I was thinking 5. You want to say 5 or 6, 5.5. What did the Yankees average per game this series? They scored 7 in the first, right?
Mm-hmm.
5, 3 yesterday,
Did they lose 5-3 yesterday?
or 5.
I think it was 5-3 was the final.
Okay, so that's 10, and they scored what, 5 today?
Yeah, so they averaged 5 runs a game through the first 3 games.
So at the end of the day, as many runners as the Yankees left on base, could they have scored more? Absolutely. Could the offense have helped propel them to win at least 2 of these 3 games? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, who are we blaming if the Yankee offense averaged 5 runs a game? I'm blaming the pitching. Pitching's got to be better. I'm always going to be tough on pitchers.
I'm not going to blame the pitching for Saturday's loss. Can't blame the pitching.
For Saturday's loss, absolutely not.
Right.
You're right.
No,
Now-
that was
But listen, I'm
errors.
talking about a series. I'm talking about you're looking at a series now.
So the 2 games that they lost, you want to blame one on the
100%.
pitching and one on the offense.
100%.
Because they should have scored. They should have. First of all, for the amount of runners they had on base in the last 2
but
games.
you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to blame the starting pitching Saturday, but I'm certainly going to blame the relief pitching. If Holder's going to be called upon in that situation, he has to be better.
Yeah, but you got to. Here's another thing, right?
But I'm going to blame the offense also.
You can't put James Paxton in a situation where he gives up a couple hits in the 6th inning and all of a sudden he's a loser.
Man, I'll tell you, was Paxton not great yesterday? He was awesome. I probably saw him better than you did being at the game.
Yeah, because I was all the way down the right field line, so
Right.
it's hard to.
I'm telling you, he was friggin' awesome.
They lost the game by 2, and they had 2 unearned runs. So
And here,
So defense.
here's
defense.
where I might lose my friggin' mind, right?
All right, don't do it too close to the mic, though, okay? I want to keep people's eardrums.
I cannot stress this enough. How many times have I said this? I've gotten into a fight with you over this, gotten into a fight with
me?
people on social media over this about friggin' Daniel Murphy. The guy is, first
Can
of
hit.
all,
The guy can hit.
He's injured.
Okay.
He's injured now, so, I mean, it's a moot point. He
Can't
can
believe
hit.
you're bringing this up.
He's a
Why are you
great.
talking about? Daniel
Because
Murphy?
he's going to fight me and say if we had him.
No, I'm gonna make my point here right now. He can hit. We all know that Daniel Murphy can hit. What he can't do is play defense. So everybody that wanted Daniel Murphy on this team, what's been a big bugaboo for the Yankees through the first couple games of this year? Their defense. Who's been their best player through the first couple of games of this season?
DJ LeMay.
DJ LeMahieu.
But wait, let's.
So if you sign Daniel Murphy, you're putting a butcher in the infield.
A hurt butcher.
Heart butcher.
A hurt butcher.
No, he's hurt. But who knows? Would he have gotten hurt if he played was with the Yankees? You don't know that. But,
Probably. I mean, that's fucking what we do, right? We get
But-
injured and we suck the second we get to New York.
I mean, what has DJ LeMahieu done wrong in the past 2 days? Oh,
No, listen.
we need
You're a
it.
mess today, Chris.
I'm fucking all
You're
over,
banging
man.
the
I'm
table
banging
every
the
2
table.
seconds.
I'm
We
fucking
needed a
angry,
guy to play
man.
great
Holy
infield
shit.
defense. What has DJ LeMahieu done?
Played
Play great
great
infield
defense.
defense.
Like,
You need
really
a guy,
great
You need a
defense.
guy. Then it was the big thing. We strike out too much. We need a guy that can put the bat on the ball. What does DJ LeMahieu do?
Yeah, man.
Daryl.
He's been great. He's
Great
way
at
too tall
bats,
for
too.
me, though. I get very uncomfortable when he steps up to the plate.
So I'm saying
very
everybody wanted
tall.
Daniel Murphy on this team.
Isn't he too tall for a fucking infielder? Or is it just me?
No, A-Rod's a big guy.
No, A-Rod's not as tall as him.
Ryan.
How tall did we say? 6'4"?
6'4".
Was A-Rod that big?
Do your job,
Maybe
Ryan.
it's because DJ LeMay. Yeah, find me the fucking height.
6'3".
Is he? That's it.
LeMahieu an inch taller. CC
Alright, so it's
6'6".
not-
Yeah, but it's not just the height. It's the length, the lanky part of him, and plus the rest
Yeah,
of
he's lanky.
the rest of the Yankee team. Really,
The Lankies.
the Yankees. Come on, listen. Seriously, listen.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Good.
I don't know.
That's great. It's riveting content where you don't know what you were going to say. So my issue again, there was still people.
I know what I was gonna say.
Go ahead and say it.
I know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
The defense struggled a lot early on last year too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a deep breath on that. I think the defense will be fine. DJ LeMahieu has been friggin' unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it struggled with Didi Gregorius in it, and then it came into this season without Didi Gregorius, and
It's
people
tough.
wanted Daniel Murphy to play second base. I mean, Jesus, I mean, you can't do that. You couldn't have done that.
And the second thing I was gonna say is, after you get to your point, because I need something, I need a segment that can be sponsored by our sponsors of Baseballism. Can we do a Gardy report without Gardy actually here and just really dissect what we think his future is in 2019? Because I really need to just get it off my chest. You think we could do that?
I guess. I mean,
I'm just asking if you think that can happen, because I need to talk about Gardy.
all right. So talk about him. Or do you want to? Let me just bring up this point about Saturday.
Yeah, I want you to get to your point.
Remember when we sat down and recorded after opening day, and we said that you knew the game was over after Luke Voigt hit the home run?
Yes.
You knew the game was over after Miguel Andujar grounded to the double play with the bases loaded in the first inning yesterday.
Oh yeah. And it happened again today, didn't it? Yankees had the bases loaded in a big spot, and
They left, 12 on base today?
No, but you knew here.
Yeah.
The game was over today when Happ gave up the 3-run home run in the
yeah.
first inning.
yeah, I felt that way,
yeah.
but I thought I was just being irrational. I was just come on, they could come back.
1 for
here's-
10 with runners in scoring position.
Here's
Yeah, it's not
here's
good.
why you got that feeling that the game was over
Oh,
when
boy.
Happ gave up the home run today, because everybody put so much pressure on this game, and Judge came out and said what he said, and immediately they're down 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I thought I was just being irrational when I felt that way.
Yeah, I didn't feel like they were out of it at that point. I mean, it's
You
the
thought they were going to
Orioles.
win. I was fucking cursing them out immediately. after that.
No, it's a bad look. You can't fall down 3-0. You can't do
They
it.
cut it to within one, and it really does come down to Dylan Betances being injured. You had to go with my boy J Tarp,
Look,
Stephen Tarpley.
that's a minor. It's a minor thing that Betances. It's not a minor thing that he's injured. It's a minor thing to bring up that he's injured, and that's why Tarpley came in and got porched today. But the issue is staring right here. They left
Right.
12 friggin' runners on base today.
Yeah. It's not good.
How many innings did they have the bases loaded? At least 3?
A lot of
Right. How many innings did you say going into today?
three
The Yankees
separate
had
innings. Yeah,
the
going into
Yankees
today.
had bases loaded at least once. It's just not good, man.
They had it twice on opening day, once in game, at least once Saturday.
Dylan Bundy came out through the first 2 innings. He had pretty decent stuff, so I understand why they didn't score in the first couple innings.
And just that one guy, man, kept throwing that changeup over and
But then-
over and over.
Bundy threw like 90-something pitches, and he didn't even make it through the 4th inning. And the Yankees just couldn't capitalize. And then that changeup, come on, come on.
I know.
You had to know it was coming.
I know.
Yeah.
Now apparently, this Inside the Empire book that
I
read
really
like
have
the
to
first
this.
20-something pages of it, and there's a lot of good information in it. But apparently, later on in the book, it tells you that there's analytics guys standing in the tunnel that tell Boone every move that he has to make, which, whatever, you know.
Well,
They obviously, so I mean, maybe blame them for Stephen Tarpley.
when you said Gardner was pissed off that he got pinch hit for, did they show him, or were
There
you
we
just
go.
saying he's probably pissed?
They showed him on the bench. He
'Cause
didn't look
I
too
missed
happy
it.
about
Oh yeah,
it.
No, he didn't.
that's the right move there, though. Going to a lefty, you gotta go with the righty off the bench.
Nah.
Go with Tulo. Give him his signature moment.
Look. All right. We'll get to. Can we do a Gardy report just of talking about Gardy?
What were we just talking about now?
Yeah, I just want to do an actual segment.
No,
okay.
I was just talking about something, then you interrupted me.
Oh, I didn't interrupt you.
Ryan did.
Yeah, he
No,
did.
I didn't do that. That was Chris.
That wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Something about pinch hitting. I wasn't listening.
No,
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't really
we were just
listening.
talking about this book. Why?
Inside the Empire.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I got. I said I'm gonna read
Uh,
it. Maybe that distracted you because I'm probably not.
Then
'Cause
you
I
brought
don't
up,
read.
Then you brought up the changeup. We were talking about the changeup.
I
for a
don't know.
little bit.
Whatever. No, I forgot.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It does because I was trying to make a point.
Yeah, it matters.
What were you talking about?
I brought up the book. It has something to do with the book.
That's all you can remember?
Yeah.
Wow. You say
All right.
I'm the stupid one.
This is different.
It's
between
late for you.
Being stupid and being forgetful.
You look high when you're tired.
All
by
right,
the
let's
way.
go. Come on.
Okay. All right, this Guardy Report is brought to you by Baseballism, baseballism.com. Being someone who has played baseball my entire life through high school and college, I couldn't have been more excited when we stumbled upon baseballism.com a couple of years ago. As a former player, fan of the game, or as someone who
Players.
simply enjoys a high-quality, affordable product, Baseballism has become my go-to online shop, and that is not even bullshit. They seriously are. I just bought a dog collar. Told you that already.
Yeah, my
Bada
three,
bang.
For your dog?
My 3-year
For my-
wedding anniversary.
For my dog, don't even
is-
let him wear it because it's too
For your
nice.
son?
My 3-year wedding anniversary is in a couple weeks,
Uh-huh.
and still leather.
Oh, happy
so-
anniversary, man.
Well, it's not yet.
Happy anniversary, bro.
Thank you.
It's the
But
anniversary pod.
it's not though. But apparently, it's a leather anniversary. Every anniversary has like a
Yeah,
theme to
leather.
it.
Really?
So my wife wants me to get her this the baseballism clutch.
Yo, let me tell you something.
That would be clutch, dude.
That would be clutch. If
Yeah.
I was ever going to wear a clutch, I would wear the
What
baseball
the hell's a
one.
clutch?
It's like a bag, bro. But
You
it's
guys are
made.
old,
listen,
man. You talk all this stuff like that
Hey.
5-finger shuffle thing you were talking about.
5-knuckle shuffle.
Listen,
Listen.
now you're talking.
And then he looked it up and he was like, I fucking 5-knuckle shuffle all night. Listen, made out of baseball leather, baseball glove leather.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right.
It's a small.
Oh, here we
like
go.
It's a small little purse like that. Yeah.
A
It's called a
clutch, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, little toe.
Okay. Low clutch. Be sure to visit baseballism.com and use promo code NYYST for 15% off your entire order. Join us, the NYYST crew, in supporting America's brand. the Gardy report without Gardy.
Okay.
What is his future? Because
He
do you want to know
is
why?
going to play left field.
Do you want to know why Gardy was so pissed off today? Because you're either going to go with Gardy at this point or you're not. You're either going to trust him and he's going to be your guy or he's not. Plain and simple. And you're going to leave him out there. You're going to have him play the first 3 games of this series. I'm telling you right now, then you don't pinch hit him in a big spot in the game at the end of the game. You just don't do it. He's your guy.
Lefty.
It doesn't matter.
But it does.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
But it
You
does.
didn't have Aaron Judge coming in. Like, he wasn't getting a day off. You didn't have Giancarlo Stanton. Or you had Troy Tulowitzki, who, granted, hit a home run the other day, but I'm sorry.
Why is David Cone so mad in that picture?
And I'm sorry, Gardy doesn't hit lefties? Does he? Does he fucking hit lefties? Just answer the question.
I don't know. Bring up his splits. That's
Okay.
what we have a
Let's
stat
bring him
guy
up.
for.
Let's bring him up.
I'm on my way.
Because I bet you they're actually pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm telling you why the move happened.
I don't give a shit. Sometimes I don't need to know why. Sometimes I just need you to talk to me.
I am talking to you. I'm telling you
Don't run
why.
away from your feelings.
I'm telling you why it happened.
What kind of a hotel is this? I need to fix this fucking chair.
Right. Do you need to?
Right. Do I need to give you a
do we
course
ha-
on this?
on Baseball Reference?
Jesus.
What the hell you
Christ.
doing?
Right. Go up. Look, slow down.
I
Platoon
went to-
splits. Go down. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Bada bang. But you got to go down. Scroll down just a little bit. No. Scroll down.
I know that's what I was doing there.
Okay.
Is this his career splits?
264 against right-handers, 250 against left. Okay.
That's his career split.
Okay. Wait, go down.
I was gonna pull up 2018.
No. I want to see this. I want to see the splits of the pitchers. Lefty, righty. I'm not done here. Okay. He has a lot less at bats. 119 RBIs against lefties. Where's his slugging? 351 versus 400. If he's your guy, man, I'm sorry. You stick with Gardy. You don't go to Troy Tulowitzki.
I didn't hate the move.
I didn't hate it. I'm telling you why. Just like you're telling me why it happened, I'm telling you why Gardy's pissed off. Is he your guy or is he not?
He's a veteran. That's why he's pissed off.
No, when you look Gardy in the eyes and you say, listen, man, you don't have it anymore. You don't have what it's going to take, what we need in an everyday outfielder to help this team win a World Series. You are going to be on the back burner, but we need you here, but we're not going to count upon you every single day to win games. That's when he's okay with taking a back seat. But when Brett Gardner is your guy and he thinks he's your guy every single day, and then you're pinch hitting him for Troy Tulowitzki, who hasn't played in 2 years, he is going to be pissed off. And I'd fucking be pissed too. I don't blame him.
Are you done?
Yeah, but that's not even what I wanted to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm nervous
About
if he's really the solution. Because I think he's every time he gets up, it's in the middle of a big spot. I feel like the last 3 games, the first 3 games of this season. And it's just like he's an automatic out.
So what are you going to do? You going to bat him ninth?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. You bat him first. Bat him ninth. It just makes it fucking just as bad.
So what do you want to do with him?
Not bat him.
Do you wanna
I
put him on the
want
bench?
Clint Frazier.
Who's playing center field right now?
Brett Gardner. I'm talking when Aaron Hicks comes back.
Well, we can't have this conversation until Aaron Hicks comes back.
Why? I want to talk about what you think is going to happen.
I still think that Brett Gardner's playing left field when
That's bullshit to me.
Aaron Hicks comes back.
That's inexcusable to
It's
me.
inexcusable because he's had a bad 3 games.
No.
If he was 9 for
Because
12 in these 3 games,
how many times
you
did
wouldn't
we
s-
talk about?
Look, if he was 9 for 12 in these 3 games, would you be bringing this up right now?
No.
Exactly.
But he wasn't. So I am. Right? Exactly.
So if he gets hot,
So
in
it's
this
something
next,
to talk about.
So if he gets hot in this next series, are you going to want him benched?
It's not what I want of him. It's the fact that we discussed things before the season started. So why are we turning away from what we said? It is not okay for Brett Gardner to play 140 plus games this season for the 2019 New York Yankees.
What did I tell you though?
That it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
So why are you so cutthroat all the time? Why are you so black and white on this stuff? I'm usually the one who's black and white. I want to look in between the lines here.
So look in between the lines. I told you this because here's the thing.
That's what my grandmother used to do to me. Read between the lines.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Why don't you go 5-knuckle shuffle?
To you?
No, don't. I would appreciate it if you did it.
Okay, not to
What
you.
I'm trying to what I'm trying to say is we discussed this. So why are you just okay with him now being the left fielder just because that's what's going to happen? Right. Did I say I'm okay? Right.
What did I say?
Did I say it? Did I say I'm okay with it?
Did I say I was okay with it?
Did I say I was fucking okay with it?
Or
did I say that this is what the Yankees said and this is why it's going to happen? I want to know your emotion. I'm trying to rip that fucking chest open and get to your heart and feel your emotion.
Why are you going to get upset over things you can't change?
Christian, we run a podcast. I'm trying to get your emotion.
And when I give it to you, you're like,
Hey,
hooker. When I give you my emotion, you're like, you always have to go to one extreme over the other extreme.
Would you just tell me what you want to happen? Ryan's playing the clip from Dumb and Dumber when he rips his heart out of his shit.
Look, if this team is hitting like they're supposed to hit, you can
Christian,
carry.
Stop talking about what the team could or couldn't do. I just want your emotion.
My emotion is they don't have a capable replacement for him. So what do you want to do?
I'm with Christian on this one.
Just tell me. Look.
I'm
Close
gonna lose
your eyes.
my fucking mind in about a minute with you.
Close your
I swear
eyes.
to God.
Just close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
Imagine killing.
Imagine
you right now.
a huge knife. Listen. Can you just fucking listen for 1 second?
What?
Okay.
What?
Are you putting aside all the other elements? Put them aside. I'm talking to you too. Okay. Are you okay with Brett Gardner playing more than 140 games for this team? Put aside everything. Put aside everything except your expectations of this team going into the season. Are you okay with Brett Gardner playing more than 140 games for this team?
I'm okay with it if he's a contributor. Of course I am. He's a
He's a
solid defender.
Okay.
He's fast.
Were
and he's
you saying that
left-handed.
before the season started? Or were you saying no, he can't play because he tires?
I mean, I was saying more that he would be replaced because I didn't think he was going to have that great of a year.
What-
But
what have I been-
exactly.
What have I been?
Exactly.
What have I-
That's how
what
I
does that
felt too. But why are we now just okay with, hey, he's the option, that's it?
Oh,
Because
no, I just
what
think
have
you
I
have
been-
to give it more than 3 games to
Because
figure
what have I
that
been
out.
saying to you?
My point.
Clint Frazier, shut your mouth right now. You wanted me to fucking speak, so I'm going to speak now. Clint Frazier needs to go down to AAA and play baseball, right? Does he not?
Yes.
So who's playing left field? So who's playing right now? Aaron Hicks is hurt, right? Who's playing? So who's playing? Aaron Hicks is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You want Mike Tauchman to play?
No.
Oh, that's a fucking solution right there. Mike Tauchman is going to be shut down. No. That's it. That's what Chris Stacy wants.
Yeah,
Tauchman
that is
is
what you want.
No,
That's what you want.
no.
You want. That's what you want.
I
right
just
now.
want to know
want
real
Tyler
quick.
Wade?
Did we get his real name, by the way? Tauchman?
I believe I heard somebody say
I think it's Talk. It's Talkman. Like chalk.
Talkman?
Talk like chalk.
My point is...
First of all, here's what you need to know about Mike Talkman. Okay, talk.
fucking chair, man.
They gave him.
Let's talk Talkman.
They
man.
gave him number 39. Okay, number 39 is reserved for a guy that the Yankees don't have any use for. Number 39 is reserved for the guy that you should never really get attached to because he doesn't have a long future on this team. Pull up my tweet about this earlier today.
Can
Okay.
you pull this? Can you pull your mic up like this a little? No, the other way. That's a beautiful thing.
Look at the guys that have worn number 39. Look at this. This is since 2012.
Did you pull this up on your own?
Yes, I did.
You found this?
I found this on my own.
Oh, this is awesome.
These are guys that have played. This is because I can only fit up to 2012 in the photo. Listen to the names of the guys that have worn 39 since 2012.
God.
Clever Potter,
Awful.
David Adams,
Dead.
Brent Lillibridge,
Wished he never played.
Chris Nelson,
Don't even know who the fuck he is.
Mark Reynolds,
Ugh.
Shane Green,
I fucking hate him more than anyone in this world.
Chase Whitley.
Ugh.
Chad Green.
Love him.
By the way, changed his number when he became a decent baseball player.
Right, which you should do.
Tommy Lane.
Loser.
Kirby Yates, who's the closer for San Diego.
Wait,
right?
he's still pitching?
He's a closer in San Diego.
Come on.
But what was he here with the Yankees?
A bum?
Okay. Tommy Lane. Did we say his name?
Tommy Len?
Tommy Lane.
Yeah, I guess he came back for a second bout as number 39.
Okay. Tyler Wade.
Loser.
Billy McKinney.
Traded.
And now Mike Tauchman.
Don't even know how to say his name.
But when I tweeted this, everybody kept saying, Darryl Strawberry. What about Darryl Strawberry? That was 20 years ago.
I'm mad at Darryl Strawberry, by the way.
Why?
Because we talked. And then he blew me off.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that sentence was going somewhere.
No,
else.
I'm not.
Look at this. All these, but there was Darryl. There was Darryl. Guys, when I post a picture going back to 2012, I don't give a shit what happened 20 years ago, okay? I really don't.
Because people don't fucking read. They always just want to respond.
And somebody said to me, well, look at you.
What did he...
I just commented on the picture saying I agree.
And somebody in there said, well, your thread wasn't specific. Really? I posted
Really?
I posted
Really read
Posted
it.
literally every name. Since
You're
2012.
hooking.
Okay,
Listen.
so back to the main point here is that's what you want. Mike Tauchman's going to play. Mike Tauchman's your left field, your center fielder now, all right? So get Aaron Boone up here. Get him up here. Get him on the Twitter.
Hey,
Tell-
7-Eleven guy. Ever
I
seen
want
someone
you to tweet.
spend $100 at your store?
I want you to tweet Aaron Boone right now and say, at Chris Jr. _ NYYST wants you to play Mike Tauchman in center field tomorrow. Okay? Now you got
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You got to put the period
That's a
in
good
front
idea.
of the at so everybody can see it.
That's a great fucking idea. Can I just
What
get
do
to
you
my
mean?
final
Forget
point?
it. I'm not tweeting Aaron Boone.
No, do it. Come on.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Because that's what
Yeah,
you
it's
want,
great.
right?
No,
that's what
yeah,
you want.
that's definitely
so
what I
let's
want.
get back to the point here.
You would never even let me get to my point.
So, no, you don't want Brett Gardner playing.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? Go
What I'm
ahead.
saying
Okay.
is, it seems as if the narrative now is that Brett Gardner is the everyday left fielder or center fielder right now, and we are just okay with it. Why is that the narrative? You just said you have to give it time, right? That I'm fine with giving it time. My issue is that we're sitting here not even talking about giving it time. We're saying he's the guy.
Here, this tweet. Nothing against Boone, but sometimes I miss Joe Girardi. He's not the fucking manager anymore, okay? To you, he's dead just like George Steinbrenner.
4,000 people just stopped listening.
Okay, I don't care anymore.
You just broke their eardrums.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay with people.
No, are you okay with, regardless of how he plays, Brett Gardner being the solution this season?
What is my other answer?
That's not the
So
question.
you're saying regardless?
Yes, it is. Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
fucking not, because my answer could be a cardboard fucking cutout, and
And
it
no, I
doesn't
don't want a
matter.
cardboard cutout playing left field for the Yankees.
God damn it!
So
Don't
if
you
you-
want to
so you're
see
saying-
someone replace him if he's not playing up to
So
par?
if Clint
If he's
Frazier's
getting
batting
one hit every 3 games, then yes. I
what if
would
Clint
expect him to
Frazier's
be
batting
replaced.
152 in AAA? Is he the answer?
Maybe he
No,
fucking
he's
is,
not.
because that's AAA. You want to know what I'd rather him bat 150 down there and 300 up here instead of most of these guys who hit 400 in AAA and then come up to the
Answer.
major leagues and bat fucking .9.
Guarantee you this: if he's batting 152 in AAA, he will never sniff a hot dog wrapper
He
in the Bronx
still
again.
might be a better option than Brett Gardner every single day, because I don't know Clint Frazier at a major
I'm
league
not a big
level.
Clint
I-
Frazier guy
Neither
anymore.
am I. I'm not saying I am. But what I'm absolutely not is a Brett Gardner guy who's just going to let him ride this
No,
out
I
if he's
agree.
too
I
old to
agree.
play the part.
But I don't think
love Brett Gardner.
I don't
We've
think
had him on this show how many times? I fucking love the
it
guy.
won't be Clint
We have
Frazier.
had Brett Gardner on this
It would be
show
Greg-
exactly 0 times. We've had Gardy on this show numerous times.
It would be Greg Bird that would be the replacement, because you'd put Stanton in left field and then you would have
Right,
Voit
and
as
I'd
the
much
DH.
rather have
It wouldn't
that.
be Clint Frazier who would be the guy that would.
I would
supplement
much rather
poor Gardner.
sacrifice defense with Stanton out there
Yeah, the ball never gets hit the left field. Apparently.
You would much rather sacrifice defense, but the
yeah.
Yankees would not much rather.
Hey, pal, the Yankees don't run this podcast. We do. And I'm
That's
telling you what I want
That's
now.
Great.
And I want Brett Gardner to not play every day if he can't handle the position.
You know what? I want a steak right now, but I'm going to
Hey,
end up getting a
hooker.
fucking sandwich from fucking Subway, okay?
Are you going to make a video about
Greek
it?
salad at home. I'm gonna.
What, you
eat
going to
that
the
up.
diner? This fucking guy loves the diner.
I'm going to Zero Diners when I
You go to
leave here.
diners a lot?
We could literally go to a place.
You want to do a diner pod?
We could go to a place
3
that.
a.m.
They
Like-
won't care. I used to do my fantasy baseball draft at
Listen,
Six Brothers.
in Boston, there's a
Okay.
bowling alley, right?
Telling him and she no
There's this bowling alley, but it's like a bar. They serve you food the whole
You
time.
think he orders tail
Whatever.
ham or he calls it pork roll?
Listen,
Yeah, pork roll telling him. Okay.
we could go to this place. We could eat the whole fucking thing. Him at the end of anywhere we go. You want to go die, babe? Talking to his wife, babe. You want to go to the diner? Everywhere, even when you come here.
Wow, I didn't know you liked
Even
diners
when
so much.
you could be here at my house till 2 a.m. I hear you under your breath to your wife, babe.
You going to a diner tonight, aren't you?
No,
Babe.
I'm not. I'm going home after.
Babe, you
Going
want to go to
right
the diner?
The diner.
You love the fucking diner, man.
You first of all, you dipshit. You live down the street from a diner. That's why I bring it up all the time. If you live down the street from an Outback, I would say, babe, you want to go to the Outback?
Yeah,
I
we got
do
a
love
few diners.
Outback. I'm glad that the season's back. I feel more comfortable.
No,
feel
you
like,
don't
I
because
feel like we're a little loose,
No.
a little loosey goosey.
I just wish they hit the ball with runners on base. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick
Why
of
do
them
you have
losing
the
games.
diners up?
Because I'm showing Christian just in case he
I know where
wanted
the
to try out a new
I
one.
know where the diners are.
Can we cut it to our sponsor real quick?
Go ahead.
All right, let's cut it to the sponsor.
Hey, have you heard about baseballism? A premium lifestyle apparel brand focusing on the class, tradition, and history of baseball. You can find everything from accessories such as phone cases and watches to your next favorite baseball tee. Whether you're a player or just a fan of the game, Baseballism has something for everyone. They also have multiple stores, including one in Cooperstown, home of the Baseball Hall of Fame. Hop online to baseballism.com and check out all they have to offer. Just be sure to use promo code NYYST at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Baseballism, a brand built for love of the game.
All right, thank you to our sponsor, Baseballism. Go to baseballism.com. Use the code NYYST for 15% off your order. Follow them on Twitter at Baseballism. There's John Means. He looks like the kid with Crohn's disease that lives next door to my parents.
Oh man, oh that's fucking terrible.
Do you
I
know
hate
what-
his
Yeah,
guts.
well, Crohn's disease.
I mean,
it's
what
a
do you
stomach
know what
disease.
Crohn's disease is?
Wait, yeah, I have it. I think
You don't have
No.
Crohn's disease.
it's your stomach.
You don't have to
Oh, so wait, so you were comparing him to someone who you know
that has Crohn's
that
disease.
for no reason you told us has Crohn's disease. First of all, it's Crohn's.
Yeah, I spelled it.
Oh,
wrong.
I thought you put Chromes.
Oh my god.
I thought you were saying he looks like a kid who has Crohn's disease. I was like, wow.
He does. He looks like my neighbor who
No,
has Crohn's
no, you
disease.
just don't
Yeah.
get it.
So
You don't get it.
No,
Right.
you don't
You don't
get
get
it. Just like you don't get Brett
I thought you were
Gardner.
looking at him and saying, wow, he looks like some fucking loser with Crohn's disease. Instead of saying he looks like a kid I know that has Crohn's
Well,
disease.
he does look like a guy with Crohn's disease.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with him?
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know, man. Who do they got? Who do they play next now? Detroit.
Who cares? They're going to lose. Doesn't matter. The whole schedule that we talked about is done.
The season's over. We already said it. The season's over. I said it at the beginning of the podcast. And then you
They'll go
proceeded to wait.
9-9,
You
and
proceed-
then we'll be sitting here at the end of the season. The Yankees will lose the division by 3 games, and we'll be like, well, next year they got to get off to a hot start, or else it's never going to happen. Right? And then they'll get off to a slow start again, and then we'll sit here and go, well, it's just the first 3 games of the year.
Who do
how it
they
goes.
even? Who do the?
What are you gonna do to change what they're doing, huh? What are you gonna
It
do?
doesn't matter,
No, it does
bro.
matter.
It doesn't, because I'm allowed to feel emotion. Feel your feelings. Hooker.
Stop saying.
You guys got to watch that Chris D'Elia skit.
No, I'm good.
Everyone watch.
What
What are you looking at here?
I don't know, man.
Come on,
I'm trying to find the pitching for tomorrow.
Oh, hey, we're going the second. NYYST will be at the game Tuesday.
What did he say? He said that they're not making an announcement yet. It's either opener or Herman tomorrow.
We're going to be there Tuesday.
I'm talking about tomorrow.
I know.
Tomorrow's not Tuesday.
He said he had to go back into the clubhouse and talk to everyone. And
So are we going to see Tanaka?
Yeah, probably.
Man, I always see Tanaka. I'm not
The
complaining.
tan man. Can we wrap this shit up because my brain is
Let's wrap it
fried?
up. I want to go eat a Greek salad.
Are you going to the diner? Are you going?
No, I'm not going
I
to
got
the
a Greek salad at
diner.
home.
You got a Greek salad from Town Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Bada bang. Great move.
I never had it from there.
Oh.
I'm gonna eat
so
it.
good.
This is the worst show we've ever done.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
by far
okay.
the worst.
This is one of the best shows we've ever
It
done.
is not because like you're just dumb. You're dumb.
You're dumb.
Explain to me what you can do differently to get the Yankees off to a hot start. What can you do? Because that is your whole thing. We're gonna have a whole off-season thing where we say the Yankees have to do this, but they didn't. So what are you gonna do?
At the end of the day.
But what? Here's my point. Did you want them to sweep the series? Did you at least
Of
want them to
course.
win the series?
Of
Yes,
course.
but they didn't. So what are we gonna do now? Are we flushing the season down the toilet?
Absolutely not.
So what are we gonna do about it?
We have to be more consistent, and that starts with the organization. Why do we put up 7? Answer me this question right now without your bullshit answer. I want a real answer from you, Christian himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Why do we put up 7 runs and then the next game completely reconfigure the batting order? And who's playing? Why are you messing with that? Why?
Okay, so DJ LeMahieu doesn't play now.
I don't give a fuck.
But
Why? No,
No,
answer
no,
my question
that's-
for what it is. Why are you changing something that was not broken? Why?
To
It's just
get
baseball now.
because you're going to play. You have other players on your bench that you want to play regularly. Is that not correct?
That is correct. But just like the argument, that's correct. Just like the argument that you're giving me that this is the first 3 games and they just got to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you the same argument. It's the first 3 games. Why are we worrying about playing time of DJ LeMahieu?
Because
when we
was
just
he
scored
brought here to
7
sit on the
runs?
bench? Was he brought here to sit on the
Bro,
bench?
it's the second fucking game. He
This
can't
is a
sit
s-
2 games on the bench.
This
They
is a
just
stretch.
scored 7 runs.
6 games in a
All
row.
right, so it's DJ LeMahieu's fault then. That's basically what we're getting down to is DJ
yeah,
LeMahieu's
that's what
fault.
I gathered from
No,
it. That
right?
Chris is
No.
basically blaming the entire.
That he
series.
changed the lineup to get DJ LeMahieu in here, right?
Yeah,
That's what you have a problem with.
What I have a problem with is the fact that something worked.
they need to make a trade, dude.
Something worked, something gelled, something clicked on opening day.
You know what it was?
Why are we changing that?
You want to know what it was? Luke Voigt hit a home run in the first inning on opening day. The next 2 days, nobody hit a home run in the first inning. So that's why. So they lost. It has nothing to do with DJ LeMahieu.
I didn't say it
the
did.
top-
But
because
why are we even causing a scene where I'm even questioning it?
Quiet. Can you just be quiet for a second? Top of his batting order hasn't changed, has it? So what worked on Thursday could conceivably have worked on Saturday and Sunday because it didn't change. All he did was change things at the bottom of the lineup,
I don't care.
which actually was better than it was on Thursday because of the changes that he made. Now the guys that played better on Thursday did not play as well on Saturday and Sunday. That's what
Let
happened.
me ask you a question. What makes a player more successful?
Steroids.
You want to know what the number You want to know what the number 1 word is in baseball when
What?
you're a player?
What's that?
Repetition. Repetition, consistency. When you have a
So
guy
you
like
think- so-
when you have a guy like
okay.
Greg Bird play on opening day, he gets a big home run, big boost of his confidence, then he's off the next day because they have a day off, and then you bench him the day after, and now he's sitting ice cold on the bench, and you try and bring him back in for the final game of the series.
Which I told you he was going to do because he wanted to get LeMahieu in the
I
lineup.
know. I get
Here's
it.
what
What
you're-
I'm telling you
okay.
is their theory to me doesn't make sense because baseball is about consistency and repetition.
Then why sign a guy like DJ LeMahieu?
Oh my God. I'm not saying that after 10, 15 games that guys aren't going to start to need to cycle in and out every single
But
day.
you want to wait 2 weeks to play DJ LeMahieu?
What I'm saying is why
Answer the question. You want to wait 2
I
weeks
want to
to play
wait
DJ LeMay?
until we need to start tweaking things to start messing with the
That
order.
is not why this is. But
Yeah,
here's,
but this
okay.
guy was here to play four times a week. They
4 or
said
5
they were
times a
thinking
week,
of playing
yes,
him,
yes.
so he's got to play, Chris. The game 2 of the year, game 40 of the year.
Here's
He's
here's
in
why.
there.
This is the problem with you, right? This is, and I'm not. I don't want you to get.
I'll pass it along.
I don't want you to get triggered.
Can't hear you.
I don't want you to get triggered. Okay. This is the problem with you. You don't listen to what the team tells you, and then when things happen that the team tells you, and you don't like it
That's
because
it.
you didn't listen to it when you were told it, you get mad about it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I listen to what the team tells me.
No, you don't, because
I
then
just
you would
don't
understand.
give a shit about their reasonings. It can. Hey, let me tell you something right now.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna get real vulgar right now. Okay.
Please don't.
Okay.
Please.
I won't.
Please keep it PG-13.
Why?
Because I want you to.
I don't want to.
Because I don't want to hear what it is that you're going to say. And
I won't.
and-
I
want
won't
you
be
to say it.
vulgar.
And I don't want you to turn anybody off.
Be as
the
vulgar as
problem
you
is.
want.
I fuck everyone if they get turned off. I don't care.
Because I can
listen
only
to,
imagine
listen to
what
me
the-
if you
what-
like me. If you don't fucking listen to this show.
I don't really
That's
like
That's how I feel. Okay.
Well, I don't. Because
Okay.
I don't
Well,
want,
then you can watch your show. They can all watch your show then, and that's fine.
I don't want you to be a disgusting animal.
I'm not
going to
be disgusting.
Okay, then
I'm not.
say-
I'm not that dumb. Okay.
All right, come on, let's go.
All right. Hold on. I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Okay.
There's a bunch of soldiers dying overseas at war.
Christ!
my
Oh
God.
my God!
No. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. There are soldiers overseas dying at war. Is that something you like?
No.
Is that something you hear?
Yes.
Does that mean that you just agree with war and you're okay with it because that's what they're telling you? No, I want you to really listen to what I'm saying.
No, I'm not, because you're comparing war to baseball.
Well,
No.
isn't baseball all about war?
Here we go.
That's true.
There it is.
No, what?
What?
Because you're not good at analogies.
No, I'm great.
Your
at
brain doesn't
analogies.
work
Yeah, I
that
don't
way.
know, Christian. You aren't really that good with
You're really
analogies.
not. Because what I'm trying to tell you is not everything you hear you have to be okay with. What I'm telling you is I hear what the Yankees are saying. That doesn't mean I have to be okay with it. I'm not sitting here and telling you that they're a fucking shit organization and they better change their ways. No, what I'm telling you is their ways are probably going to be successful, but I'm going to have an opinion about some of the stuff that they believe in. And one of the things I have a strong opinion about that I don't like that the Yankees do, and I haven't for years since the analytics truly took over, is that I am someone who grew up knowing that repetition and consistency is what makes success in baseball. So you can take all your other numbers and throw them out the window or shove them up your ass. They don't matter to me as much as repetition and consistency. So that's something that I will never agree with. I'll always have an issue with it.
But
Are
then
you going to
can-
walk back your comment about comparing this to soldiers dying?
But you're not listening
Yeah.
to me. I'm not comparing baseball to soldiers. And notice how I didn't say U.S. I just said soldiers.
Let me
Okay?
ask you something. Do you want DJ LeMahieu to get consistency and repetition?
If DJ LeMahieu was in the opening day lineup and they scored 7 runs, I want that lineup to keep going until they don't score 7 runs.
So your problem
until
is
they don't win a game.
changing something
that isn't
worked.
fixed. Right. I mean, that isn't broken. Right.
And don't change it until it's broken.
Just
So you're
what
saying
I'm
if
saying
they scored
is-
7 runs for all 3 games, and you still wouldn't have had LeMahieu in, you'd have kept that lineup going every
why
game.
would I change it?
No, I'm just trying to clarify.
Why would I change it? Just because they want DJ
understand.
LeMahieu to play 4 games? I want him to play 2.
Mhm.
But why change? The
I know.
only time you should be changing a lineup.
He was talking about that
You're
during,
such a dick.
during the rain delay.
I mean,
Boone
the
was
only time you
asked
should be
about
changing a lineup is if guys need time off, or if you're trying to change
It's gonna
things
keep
up.
happening, man.
I
They have
know,
scheduled
I
off
know,
days all
I
these
know.
So
days.
listen, I understand that you want to have an opinion about something, but why are you going to get upset over something that you already know is going to happen?
Because I like to feel my feelings. Is that okay?
No.
And when the team is high, I'm going to be high as shit. And when the team is low, I'm going to get on them.
But here's your point, right? They scored 7 runs on opening day. They won. So now then he takes Bird out essentially to swap with LeMay.
After he hit a home run, that's really what pisses me off the most.
He struck out 3 times, too.
I don't care. He hit a home run.
Did he not strike out 3 times?
I don't care. He hit a home run.
That's great. He struck out 3 times.
And he hit a home run.
Awesome. Okay. So essentially he swapped out Bird for LeMahieu in game 2.
Right.
Which you knew was going to happen.
Right.
Because they told you LeMahieu was going to play
Right.
a lot.
And what happened? The offense went to shit, right?
Not because of DJ LeMahieu.
Doesn't matter. The offense went to shit, right? The lineup that was fucking dominant on opening day went to shit, right? And what they do today, they pretty much took a shit today, too, for most of the game.
Again, the things that you're complaining about didn't change. 1 through 6 has not changed in this lineup. 1 through 6 came through on Thursday. They didn't come through in the last 2 games.
That's exactly
it's the
what it
juju,
is.
bro.
It's not. Because the guy that they subbed
juju.
in to play has played well.
It just doesn't carry over like that. It just doesn't.
Okay.
And look, I don't like a lot of this new age analytic bullshit, just like you don't. But you also got to understand, guys don't play 162 games anymore. Guys are there to be substituted in and out. You're going to have your guys that are going to play 155 plus games or whatever, but you're also going to have guys like DJ LeMahieu that are going to come in and spell guys like Greg Bird or Miguel Andujar or whatever. That's just the way it is now.
I know. I just don't like it.
Okay. So why don't you
I
have
really do, in all seriousness.
So why don't you have a podcast about something you do like then?
In all seriousness, I think DJ LeMahieu was a fucking phenomenal signing. I
So
really
he should,
do.
but he's a phenomenal signing. But you want him to sit on the bench for 3
No.
weeks? That's what you just said.
No,
I think he
there's nothing to
answered
do with DJ LeMahieu.
the doubt of
Has-
him at third base.
Dude, there's no doubting him at any.
Holy.
You could literally blindfold him at any position. He'd still be better than half
He
the
turned
Major
a
League Baseball
quick
players.
double play.
He's so
yesterday.
good.
Now the issue becomes: should he still bat 9th, or do you move him up in the lineup?
I don't know. I think you really have to.
You have to.
Start
If you're
looking
gonna
at
play
Gardner,
Gardner, man, you have to drop him.
You,
I think
you can't
DJ
have
should
that
be the
from your
leadoff guy.
A lot
Which
of people
Boone
are
said
saying
that he will probably do against left-handed hitter
Right.
pitchers.
Doesn't that sound a little bit like
Yeah, and then you could
more
use Hicks
realistic right
more in
now?
the middle when he comes back.
Who?
When Hicks comes back.
I think Hicks is your 3-hitter when he comes back. You used him in a 3-hole a lot last year.
Yeah, but he was the
He
leadoff
let
guy.
off a lot too.
He let off a lot too, but a lot toward. He also
you're right.
batted third a lot.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
Who was the
hitting 3.
leadoff guy then?
Bert.
Who?
Well, McCutcheon for a little while.
Who are you talking about?
Bert Gardner. No, but when Hicks hit third is after they got McCutcheon, and McCutcheon led off.
Right.
Who, by the way, has hit 2 home runs so far.
Yeah, I saw one of them, and I think Bryce Harper hit his
2 more than
second
Brett
tonight.
Gardner.
So we
Hit a
should have signed
bomb.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Yeah, Harper too.
Come on. You know how much I love Gardy. Just
You know
shouldn't be
what I
playing.
would love?
They need to watch it. They need to. You can't give him too much time here. This isn't a fucking.
This isn't Little League.
experimental season.
This
isn't
we
Little
gotta
League.
win games and we gotta win them now.
Who are we talking about, Gardner?
Yes.
But the issue is that Hicks is hurt.
Right. Oh no, absolutely.
we're not- yeah, right. We're not- we're saying after.
He has to play. But once Hicks is healthy, there is no reason he should still be playing if he isn't, really seriously contributing, especially as the leadoff hitter. You can't have this guy leading off. That's such
When Hicks
an
comes
important
back,
spot.
Gardner's got to get his playing time cut. Even if he can still play
It
4.
sucks. He's
He
the
can-
longest tenured Yankee. He's been here the longest.
He can still play 4
Right?
times a week. Yeah, I believe he came up in 08.
Yeah, he's a lefty. We need lefties for sure. But I mean, if you're gonna, come on, man.
Wow,
You can't-
Christian,
can't
you're
lead off
right.
Games like that.
About.
He batted third in 33 games, and he led off in 31.
Wow.
Bounced him around a lot last year. He's a versatile guy like that. That's
He
what
was
sucks.
much better in the leadoff spot.
That's what sucks about Hicks being injured. He's versatile in the lineup because he's a switch hitter and he can work counts. He's got pop, so you can hit him in. You can hit him towards the top to be a
That's
setup
speed.
Hey,
guy.
listen to this. This is a small sample size, but it's not too small. He batted cleanup.
Yeah, bad cleanup.
13 games.
No, not a lot, but he did have.
No, that's not a small amount, though, considering he led off in 31. So that's like half that time, almost. And guess what? What do you think his batting average was?
429.
chicken butt.
368. Slugging, 684.
Yeah, but this team is going to be better with Giancarlo Stanton back cleanup.
He's not gonna back cleanup.
Who?
Stanton.
Who is?
Voit.
Voit is garbage.
Come on. Oh, yeah. Hold on. This is great. I went back a couple episodes ago, and you're like, I think Luke Voit is going to be the biggest disappointment this year. And then I listened to last episode, and you're like, this guy might be fucking for real. We might have been wrong. He might be for real. And now this episode, he's garbage to you again.
I can feel my feelings too, can't I?
I love when you feel your feelings. That's all I ask for.
You know, if he's not going to hit home runs, what use is he to me? Seriously.
Right. Useless.
This is going to be an ongoing theme throughout the course of the season.
It can't be.
It is.
It can't be. We need consistency at first base offensively.
And through 3 games, you haven't found any.
No, we never will. All right, come on.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, bring up the schedule real quick, Fry. I just want to.
Detroit, Baltimore again.
No. I want to give the fans a heads up. Are we really going to the game Tuesday?
Are you going? Do you want to go?
I'm going to the game Tuesday.
I got tickets.
All right, we got.
You know it's a 6:30 start on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, 6:35.
You know that.
I don't care.
You gonna show up late?
Yeah.
Look at that. Wednesday 4 o'clock. Thursday 3 o'clock.
What?
All right, calm down.
Wednesday 4 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Rock.
Wednesday's a getaway day, so you know they're gonna play a day game.
5 o'clock.
And Thursday is the Orioles. Thursday.
Baltimore Orioles.
That should be a strip club in Baltimore.
Oh my god, it should be.
Thursday
Let's
is
open
the.
it.
Here's what's gonna suck again. We got another Friday off day because Thursday is the Orioles home opener.
Come on, man. They do that for everyone's home opener?
Yes, because if you bought tickets to the home opener and it rained,
That's because it's the only game any fans go to for the Baltimore Orioles.
wouldn't you be pissed if then suddenly game 2 of the season became the home opener and then you lost out? And you
Yeah,
paid
I'd
the
be
premium
fucking. I'd be irate.
All right, so
What's your point here?
that's why there's an off day on Thursday.
No, what I'm saying is, why you want the schedule here? What are you
because
trying to tell
we
the
will
fans?
come because we're gonna record on
Wednesday
night after the game.
Why don't we do this?
No.
Why don't you guys come over for the tail end of the game? We could watch it right in the studio here.
Okay.
I was doing that tonight.
Maybe
I pissed my wife off. So
because I got a 50-inch TV at my house. You want me to watch on this fucking computer monitor?
This is a TV. I have a 70-inch downstairs, bro.
Okay. Are you trying to
I got-
overcompensate for something?
You got 20 inches on
Stop
you.
bragging, dude. Everybody's got 70-inch TVs now. It's 2019.
All right, so we'll wrap this up here. If you ever are going to listen to another podcast, we truly appreciate it because this show
This
is
is
a
what-
bigger
Can
train
I
wreck.
say something
This
to
show
you?
is a bigger train wreck
Can I say
than the
something
first
to you
3
real
games of
quick?
the Yankee season.
I'm going to say this in front of everyone listening, and you know what? You're going to agree with me. I promise you. Your problem is that you think
the
everyone
show needs
just
structure. Yeah, it does.
Okay, where's my structure? Give me my structure.
No, you just want.
This is structure because what we did was we actually did have a timeline of everything, and we also gave our own personalities in it. And you get all like uncomfortable because you're like, who's gonna be offended and who's gonna listen and who's gonna do this and that? You know what did I say to that? Fuck you if you don't like what you listen to. Don't fucking listen to it and go watch something else. But guess what? Everyone I'm talking to right now that's still listening to this enjoyed everything we just said. So I fucking love you. That's what I'm gonna say.
Because when you come on here and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be vulgar now. What are you, Andrew Dice Clay?
No, what I am is Chris Stacy, and I'm going to be Chris Stacy from here on out.
Yeah, but you don't have to turn people off in the process. That's my whole point.
If
we're trying to
people-
gain
Hey,
a following
I'm
here.
going
You're
to
the one
be
that called Baltimore's franchise the
the
Orioles.
Orioles.
So.
Well, I'm sorry if you are a whore and you listen to this show and you're offended
You're a hooker.
because you're his brother. I've been his.
I just think
I've been
that
his
That's right.
friend
I am his
I
brother.
I've been
think-
his friend for 10 years. When he
Look,
says I'm going to get vulgar, God only knows
I
where
would
he's gonna
never
take
do
it,
that.
and we don't need the show
Come
to
on.
go down there.
I'm smarter than that.
We already talked about incest on the show once, okay? We don't
And
need
that
to-
wasn't even me.
That was Joe Rivera.
What I think
it wasn't even any of us.
yeah.
what I
Godfather
think you need to
3.
do now that we are filming this, I think you need to start watching a few big
Good men.
podcasts
A
that
few
are
good men.
filmed. Right?
Yeah, you should watch.
You do because it's a different feel. When people are listening and watching, they want to hear you as a person. They don't want to hear, and the Yankees came up and
I'm putting my because I don't want to.
you're going to hear me even louder through there.
Dumbass.
They don't want to hear like the Yankees were really good today and they were really bad the day after. They want to hear me sit here and be like, fuck the Yankees right now, man. I'm fucking pissed. That's what they want. Trust me. If you fucking want that and you're still listening, I want you to leave a review right now and say, that is what I want. That is what I want. That's it.
You want to wrap up the show?
You want me to? So my point is, this is actually
Did
going
you play
to
the ad? Did we do the ad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what my point is, and I promise you, look at me. Look at me in the eyes.
Down, dude.
Let me fucking do what I want.
Let him do what he wants before he gets fucking triggered again, okay?
You're right. Do what you want. Play with an aluminum can.
Listen, I hope.
Do you know what I saw at the game yesterday?
30
No,
years
can you
old.
look at me real quick?
No, I want to tell a story
Okay.
now. You know what I saw at the game yesterday? Some guy was drinking a Budweiser, right?
Uh-huh.
And he ripped the top of the can off, and he was using it to spit in.
Yeah, he's dipping.
Oh hell yeah!
No, I understand that, but that's fucking stupid.
No, you know what
That's
you
the
do.
that's a risk
You know
you
what I
take,
used
bro.
to do?
Dip life.
If I only had a can, I wouldn't smash
Yeah,
it
he
like
would do
this.
it.
But you would push this in, right? Boom. That rips open. You rip the whole thing off. Spit right in there.
You're spitting into, but he's
No,
leaving
you
it on
gotta
his
watch
lip
out.
with the jagged edges. And
Oh,
shit.
that's tough.
Before we wrap up, I just want to.
I just
was
want you
at
to
the-
look me in the eyes.
No,
real
I want
quick.
to. I want to talk. For
I
a
just.
minute.
What? It's gonna be so quick. You thought this was a train
That's what you
wreck.
tell your wife, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You thought this was a train wreck, right?
Okay.
That's it.
Right? Look at me. Look me in the eyes. You thought this was a train wreck.
What?
You thought this was a train
Yeah.
wreck?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my
He
god.
won't answer it. Yes?
If I'm not saying anything, then I
I
agree
promise
with
you. I promise you. It's our highest rated show of the entire last year. I promise you.
Okay. Anyway, by the way, just to give you guys a heads up for Tuesday, I don't know if it was.
Are you driving me?
Am
Okay,
I?
go. No.
Okay. Anyway, the staff at Yankee Stadium was beyond nice yesterday.
Hmm.
It was like they underwent hospitality training in the offseason.
It's like they listened to us because we've ripped them.
No, they were still slow as shit, but they were.
Okay,
so,
never mind.
Hey, but if they were nice about it, then
they were
that's
so
okay.
nice about it, and
They
It's
were
not their
slow
fault.
and
They're
nice.
understaffed. They're just understaffed.
Oh
there.
yeah, it's miserable.
and here's the crazy part. I got a grub tub yesterday, right? And like a jackass, I picked it up by the tub part.
StubHub?
So the soda fell out
why
and
it's
spilled all over the place.
Nice.
And somebody came by with a mop and mopped it up.
Did you
Yeah.
get a new one for free?
No.
This is like Roller Coaster Tycoon where you fucking hire all the people and they're like.
When have you ever seen somebody come by with a mop at Yankee Stadium to
I've
clean
seen
the-
homeless people come by and lick it up with their fucking tongue.
Did you still eat the chicken? The chicken was good though.
No, everything was
Did
gone.
you get a new soda? Did they give you
No.
new soda?
No, I was sitting
bet
at
if
my
you asked.
seat.
Oh, they mopped you at your seat?
Yes.
Oh, at your seat.
They
Have you
gave you a
ever
little
seen that
slop
before?
mop at
Nah.
your seat?
And everybody was so nice because normally when you go
Never
there
seen that.
and you get, can I have chicken finger, please? So you get your chicken fingers, like, here's your food, bitch.
Right.
Now the lady was like, here you go, sweetie.
Really? She
She's
called you
like,
sweet?
She's like, here you go, sweetie. Enjoy the game. I
Was your
like,
wife pissed?
No,
Was she cute?
no.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, right?
I can't believe you got mopped at your seat.
You got mopped at the seat, right?
Wow.
Now here's the
Little
thing.
seat
Here's where Yankee Stadium is being a little
Little
shady
fucking
this
seat
year,
mop.
right? This is where it's
Wow.
being a little tricky. You walk up. First of all, we parked in the lot where you walk through the train station.
Okay.
You're like $31. Wow, that's cheaper than last year.
What? Then there's like parking tax
Parking.
and
Then the
state
guy's like, that'll be
tax.
$35, and I was like, why does the sign say $31? Oh, that's pre-tax, sir.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine.
Well, that's
whatever.
always like that.
Whatever, that's fine. Okay, right. Last year, when you went up and got something to eat at Yankee Stadium, the board had the tax already figured into the price.
Always.
Right? So a grub tub last year was $19 and change, right? So this year I go up
It's like
there.
$16.
It's like 17 something, right? I was like, did they lower food prices?
And we just talked about that too.
Right? So I get up there, charge me. It's $19.59. I say, did you guys not add tax to the board? She goes, no, sir. Again, them being nice.
Did
So-
she say we've never done that?
No, she goes, no, sir. Tax is not added into the menu board. I said, well, that's new. I go, that's also being super fucking shady because you always had tax added on. So now people are coming here thinking they're getting a little bit of a break on
Right.
food, but they're really not because you didn't add tax into the menu board. So,
Right.
so
Double
why
switch.
did you
Little double
do that?
Switch
A
action.
little double switch.
Yeah, that's a great point because you noticed it, so I'm sure a lot of people.
No one notices that shit but him.
Yeah, you do notice.
He's good.
a
He's
lot of
he's
good
like
shit
Rain
like
Man
that.
when it comes to that
Yeah.
shit. I would have never known that.
Yeah,
By the
you're
way, a
right.
Budweiser is $15.
Holy shit!
So no, I will not be drinking a beer at Yankee Stadium this
No
year.
thanks.
Such a joke.
I'll drink
That's
20
why I
in the
don't
parking
understand-
lot, dope.
Why people are double fisting beers at Yankee Stadium through
Bro.
6 innings? Like,
You want to talk about fucking train wreck? We're there now. Okay.
Yeah, now we hit.
but now I'm giving people actual useful
Okay.
information.
So you're giving a heads up here.
I'm giving people useful information for when
It
they
was
go to the
attacked?
stadium.
Yeah, sneak in food and
Don't
alcohol.
park. Just drop your car on the side of a street.
Really, try walking. there.
Uber. Somebody texted me.
It's
the
probably
other day-
cheaper to Uber.
It might be.
Somebody texted me the other day, right?
If you have 3
To
people,
Hoboken, if you and then take the path in or something
They
like
said,
that.
I've never been to a Yankee game before. How do you get there? I
you
said,
fucking
I
drive.
said, in my car?
You take
like-
you take
it's
your
like,
well,
phone,
maybe
you
he's
put it
asked,
in the
like,
GPS,
don't-
and you
there's
drive.
different ways to
It's like,
get there.
you don't Uber?
Oh, well, that's kind of stupid.
I was like, nope.
Wow.
Like bus or train. You ever taken the bus or the train?
I hate public transportation. We'll save that for another episode,
Yeah,
though.
we'll do a whole episode on public transport.
Yeah, that's great. Seeing guys stumbling off the train drunk as shit. That's always a good time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, so we'll be back after they wrap up the series with the Tigers when they're 1-5.
The tag is
1-5 deaths. Most
Oh.
deaths.
not even absolutely.
All right. All right, thank you for listening to episode 108 of the NYYST podcast. Follow us on Twitter at NYY Sports Talk. Follow our sponsors on Twitter at Baseballism. Stat Guy Rye.
Go Yanks.
Chris, say goodbye.
Peace!